Hi guys, welcome back. Well, today's video is all about my current hair care products, and I've actually noticed that all of the hair care products I'm using are really inexpensive and really affordable. In fact, everything is under £5, and a lot of these things that I'm using are from as little as £1. So I have a very budget friendly hair care routine at the moment. Now my hair is not in the greatest condition by any means, but I have been growing my hair for the past 2.5 years. My hair was really short. It was really kind of like to my head kind of short about 2.5 years ago. If you look back on some of my old videos, you'll be able to see how short it was, and over 2.5 years I've managed to grow it quite a lot. As you can see, it kind of looks a little crazy because I just kind of washed it last night and let it dry naturally. But then again, my hair has a tendency to do its own thing and look crazy the majority of the time anyway. So I suppose at the most basic level, my hair care routine is just very there's not a lot going on. For instance, I have not straightened my hair in the longest time, and the reason for that is that I just don't think my hair could handle it. It's quite fragile, it's quite prone to breakage, and if I just went in there with hair straighteners, I think I would just destroy my hair. So being very kind of reserved about heat styling and things like that have definitely helped me to grow my hair to the length that it is at the moment. But anyway, I'll get into the products that I'm using and talk a bit more about how I take care of my hair. So first of all, I will talk about my shampoo and conditioner. And what I've been using is these ones from TRESemme, and these are the TRESemme Vibrant Naturals shampoo and conditioner. Now these are quite popular, and I think these are available in America and lots of other places around the world as well. It's not something that's exclusive to the UK. But these are really big bottles, and honestly they have already lasted me for a really long time. And I picked these up when they were on offer because I think normally they retail for about £5, but you can regularly find them on offer for half price, so I got each of these for about £2.49 each, which isn't bad at all because these are 750 millilitres, so really good value for money. Now what I really liked about these shampoos is they contain Aloe Vera and Avocado oil, which are two really good natural nourishing ingredients. The shampoo has lower levels of sulfates compared to ordinary shampoos, so it's less harsh and it's less drying. And the conditioner is silicone free, because a lot of the time conditioners just contain silicones that make your hair feel nice, but they don't really do a lot of good things for your hair. So yes, I do really enjoy using these, and I think that they are very good for the price. How I came to actually want to use these was because I did use the Herbalife shampoo and conditioner. I used the strengthening shampoo and conditioner, and I just loved these, but they are quite expensive and they weren't that easy to get hold of, because Herbalife is like a mail order catalogue thing, so not that easy to get hold of. But I just loved these, and these contained Aloe Vera, which is supposed to really strengthen your hair and be good for it. So that is how I came to look for something similar but in a more budget price range, and the TRESemme shampoo and conditioner was what I found. Now when I condition my hair, I like to give it a good comb through because my hair gets very knotty, and I like to use a nice wide tooth comb, and obviously you can just find these things pretty much anywhere. I happened to pick this one up from Poundland, and it even came with a little headband, so really good value for money. And I have had this comb for a good few years now, probably like 5 or more years, and it's still going strong. It's just a basic wide tooth comb, so you can't really go wrong. But I do find that one thing about this TRESemme conditioner is it's not so good at detangling your hair. So I like to use this hair mask as well. I kind of put on the conditioner and then I put on the hair mask just on top of the conditioner. And this is the Argan Oil Hydrating Hair Mask with Moroccan Argan Oil Extract, and it's an intensive conditioning treatment. And if you live in the UK, you're probably familiar with this product. It's something that's available in a lot of discount beauty retailers and kind of pound shops and stuff, and it does generally retail for £1, so it's really inexpensive. But I mean, looking at the ingredients in this, I'm sure there's lots of, you know, not so great things in here and lots of silicones and things, but also there is argan oil quite high up on the ingredients list, so there's a good amount of argan oil in this product, and it's a really nice thick hair mask. And as you can see, I've almost used up this pot, but this is just so really very good for detangling your hair. You put this through it and then the comb just goes through your hair so much more easily, which is great because, you know, you don't want to be kind of too rough on your hair, and, you know, knotty hair, detangling knotty hair, it's definitely something that can cause a lot of damage and a lot of breakage and a lot of split ends. So that's kind of what I do when my hair is wet. And then usually I just rough dry my hair with a hairdryer. Don't do anything special with it, just to basically dry it. Sometimes I let it dry naturally like I did last night, but most of the time I do go in with the hairdryer and dry it that way. So what I use as my heat protectant is this Heat Defense Leave-In Spray from the same brand as the hair mask. So once again, this was only £1, which is really good. And this claims to be hydrating, nourishing and cleansing. I have no idea why a leave-in spray would be cleansing, but anyway, it is really nice. And again, this does contain the Moroccan argan oil extract, and it's quite high up on the ingredients list as well. In fact, it is just the 4th ingredient down, so there must be a reasonable amount of argan oil in here, so that's really good, and I do like this. I think it's difficult to judge how well a heat defense spray actually works in protecting your hair from heat damage, but I think this has a nice overall conditioning effect on my hair and a nice overall smoothing effect, and I think you could probably use this as a bit of a leave-in conditioner as well and just spray it through your hair if it was feeling a little bit dry and in need of a bit of extra hydration. Something else I sometimes use on my wet hair before I dry it is this VO5 Miracle Concentrate Elixir with argan oil. Now this usually retails for about £5, so it's probably the most expensive product that I'm going to talk about, except for the shampoos, but the shampoos are always on offer. But I actually picked this up really cheaply when it was on clearance. I think I got it for like less than £1 in Superdrug. I think normally it's about £5. But yeah, this is just a intensive leave-in treatment, and it contains to have restorative power of an elixir in its most potent form. It's just really cute. It has the little kind of squeezy dropper kind of thing, and I like it. I don't think I would pay £5 for it, but when it's on offer, it's got to be pretty good because, I don't know, it's the Miracle Concentrate. So it's just a little extra something to put in the ends of my hair, and what I really like about it is I think it's supposed to be quite good at just keeping the ends of your hair hydrated, which is good because then you don't get as many split ends. So that's a little something, but to be honest, any kind of hair oil, it's always a nice thing to run through the ends of your hair just to try and keep those ends a little bit more hydrated. When my hair is feeling a little dry, maybe on my like 2nd or 3rd day, because that's another thing I do, I try not to wash my hair too often. I try and wash it maybe every 3rd day and sometimes every 4th day. Now that it's taken me a long time to build up to that level, because previously I felt like I had to wash my hair every day, and it did used to get quite oily very quickly, and I think part of the reason why it got oily so quickly was because I was washing it every day, and that kind of just strips the oils from your hair, and it kind of makes your hair want to reproduce all of those oils back really quickly. So washing it less frequently, I think, is another thing that can help you keep your hair in better condition. So if my hair is feeling a little dry and a little need of like perking up by the 2nd or 3rd day, then I sometimes just run a little bit of this Dove Hair Therapy Damage Solution Split End Rescue through the ends of my hair. Now this is just something that I picked up from a pound shop. I don't think this was originally made for the British market, as it tends to have a lot of writing on it that is not English. But this will just be exactly the same as something you can pick up in Boots or Superdrug for probably like 3 or 4 times the price. This product might have been discontinued now, maybe that's why it's in the pound shops as well. But anything that claims to be good for split ends is always something that is worth trying, because split ends are something that's really going to stop you from being able to grow your hair, because your hair will just snap off at the ends. And it's also something that's going to help you just keep your hair in better condition overall. And I do find that I get a lot of breakage on my hair, like when I brush my hair there's always like little bits of hair that I've broken off. So this is something that I haven't been using for that long, but I do like it, and I feel like, yeah, when I just run a bit of this through my hair when it's feeling dry and damaged, it definitely helps just smooth it out and to recondition it a little bit. So they're basically all the products that I use on my hair for like hair kind of maintenance and general hair care. So not a huge amount of products. And now I'll just quickly talk about how I dye my hair. Now, I used to go to a hair salon and get my hair dyed, but that started to get quite expensive. And also the last time that I went to the hair salon to get my hair dyed, the hairdresser managed to sell me a really expensive shampoo, conditioner and hair mask set, which I didn't even think was that good. So I just thought, I don't really want to go to the hair salon anymore, because obviously I find it hard to say no to people trying to upsell me, and then the whole experience was just getting way more expensive than what it really ought to be. So I've been doing my own hair at home for probably a couple of years now, and I don't think my hair is looking as great as it could be looking if I went to a salon, but at the end of the day I'm doing it myself at home on a real tight budget, so you can't really compare my results to what you'd get in a salon. But I don't think my hair looks too bad when you consider that I use this hair dye, which is the Derma V10 Salon Fashion hair colour in the shade 10.01 Extra Light Natural Blonde, and this is a £1 hair dye. Yes, it is a £1 hair dye. Now, yes, originally I was quite dubious about putting a £1 hair dye in my hair because it might destroy my hair, but honestly I have repurchased this so many times, probably at least 10 times now, and I don't think it's done anything terrible to my hair. And the reason why I was even tempted to try a £1 hair dye was because so many of the other more expensive hair dyes from brands that shall remain nameless, L'Oreal for one, was not a good brand of hair dye for me, and it didn't do good things for my hair. It didn't even have good results. It left my hair orange. So that's why I was tempted to cross over to the dark side and try a super cheap hair dye. Another reason why I wanted to try this one was because it's from a brand called Derma V10, and I've tried a lot of stuff from Derma V10 and I've always found their products to be really good. They are not tested on animals, they don't tend to have a load of terrible ingredients, although I'm sure they don't have the best because they're just so inexpensive. But yeah, I really like this hair dye. And for me, because my hair is quite kind of like a light brown colour, then it's not going to get my hair to like a really, you know, light blonde colour, but it just lightens it up by a few shades and kind of just blends in the overall look of my hair. And also another thing I try to do is not dye my hair too often. I'd rather live with some dark roots than be dyeing my hair every 4 to 6 weeks, because I feel like that's just too damaging for my hair. And when I do dye my hair, I try to keep it to just my roots so that I'm not putting the hair dye all over my hair, especially towards the kind of mid-lengths and ends where obviously my hair is going to be more fragile and more prone to breakage. So yeah, in here you just get all the regular stuff you do. You get your developer thing, you get your hair colour cream, obviously you mix those two together and then put them all over your hair. And you get a little colour lock conditioner to use afterwards, pair of gloves and instructions. So yeah, that is it. That is my current very basic, very inexpensive hair care routine, using lots of budget friendly products and doing it all at home myself. Regarding kind of trimming my hair, it could probably do with a trim. It hasn't had a trim for a long time, but when I do come to trim it, I'll probably just trim off the very ends myself, because at the end of the day, even if it does go horribly wrong, I can always just go to a hairdresser and try and get them to sort it out for me. So basically I'm just doing everything as cheaply as possible, because I'm not really a hair person and I'd much rather spend that money that I'm saving on my hair care on makeup and other kind of beauty products that I get more excited about. So that's it for this video. I hope it's been useful in terms of just showing you how you can care for and maintain your hair on a real budget if that's what you want to do. And I will see you again in another video soon. If you have any very budget friendly products that you use on your hair, then please let me know in the comments below and I will check those ones out. Thanks for watching and bye for now.